Hello, everybody. Welcome in. How you doing? I am the phenomenal Sir, and I am back, as you feared I would be, with more. If I can get it pulled up, that's not the right thing. That's not the right thing. Oh, I just messed up everything forever. Oh God, y'all. All right, there, I fixed it. With more Dark Souls Remastered. Listen, the sooner we get into the jank, the sooner we can get out, right? Right. So yeah, we got more Dark Souls Remastered. I'm gonna be hitting it and getting it, going into New Londo and or the Duke's Archives. My hope is that we will have a guest star jumping in later on tonight to assist with one or both of these bosses, but we're not gonna hang our hat on that. We're not gonna hope too deeply. We're just gonna get good and stay that way. Fix my stuff here. Here we go. Phenomenal Sir playing as Garrick with 10 hours, 52 minutes, and 53 seconds on the clock. Not bad. Not bad. So, as you can see, I did nothing since the last time. We're still at Divine plus 10. Oh, Divine plus 10. 380 damage. Kind of low. Firelight Crossbow plus 10. Heater Shield plus 10. And then our armor is updated where it is. Hey, Zora, thank you for the lurk. Hope you're doing well. Got a little bit of money on us. Can we level up? Heck no. Heck no. But maybe. Since we're going into some of the worst parts of the game, we might as well spend the money, right? Okay, 888. So let's go to New Londo first. Thank you, Hagar. If you want to jump in, just let me know. Otherwise, I'm planning to basically do all the prep work for both of these bosses, and then if you're not able or ready to jump in, I'll tackle one and then the other. So it'll probably be a little bit before I fight Seath or Four Kings. But if you want to help with one or both, just let me know. But I appreciate the lurks. All right, y'all. So let's put the transient curse on our quick items. And then for rings, let's switch in the covetous gold ring. So at this point, we need to... We can't actually fight the boss for this area yet, but we can at least move forward and kind of open up the routing for it. So... Shockingly, I was expecting an NPC to attack us here, but he appears to be broken. He didn't pop up here, so that's good. So, because we don't have one of the, I don't know, 3 weapons in the game that actually work on these ghosts. Look at this. Spooky, y'all. An interesting area. I actually showed this area off to, hello, Eternal Warrior JD. How have you been? I haven't seen you in a minute, my friend. Hope you're doing all right. I actually showed this off to Calrea off stream, and her response was, and I quote, "Nope, nope, nope." So, you know it's good, right? Right. This is a fun area for me, as people have pointed out. I'm a big fan of the lore of games like this, and the lore of this, like it just it's very Lovecraftian in the way that it shows you a thing, and then it very darkly hints at a past calamity, but doesn't explain what actually happened to you. It just leaves you to kind of fill in the blanks, if that makes sense. Which is a great storytelling element. Like, why tell the story when you can just let the player tell it, right? Oh, well, this is gonna suck. Like, the player can come up with a scarier story than the writers for the game ever could. So sometimes, just not talking about it is the best storytelling tool you can employ. No, get out of here. These ghosts are the worst. Hello, Calrea. Yes, they are rude. I can I could probably one shot them if I switch to the two-handed style. And since I'm not like guarding against their attacks, that might be the way to do it. Just two-hand the sword and go for it. Oh, we got a ghost blade. We got another ghost blade. All right, these ones are bad. They can scream to alert other ghosts nearby, and they can do ranged attacks on you, like lightning attacks, if I'm not mistaken. It wasn't so bad, honestly. That's one of the easier trips through this area I've had. Oh, that's cool. What you been working on? Is it like a game project? Is it like, are you building a computer? Are you even wanting to talk about it? I love hearing about computer projects because I'm not a big computer person. Like, I'm good at getting the computer to do what I want it to do, but I'm not good at getting it to do what, you know, I don't know, everything else. You have the Lord vessel. Very impressive. All right. Well, that's incredibly cryptic and not really super useful in the long term, but thanks for that. Resist curse, transient curse. Okay. Well, have a good day. Bye. Have a beautiful time. Whee. Listen here, sir or madam. All right. Well, we've already killed a good chunk of these ghosts in this area, so at this point, I guess we can do a leisurely exploration? Question mark. There we go. Ting. Thank you. Oh yeah. All right, that's good to know. Oh no, 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 y'all. Okay, there. Never mind. We got it. We got it. Item. Oh, green titanite shard. Large soul. This is such a small dungeon, but it feels so big when you kind of look out over it. Like it feels larger than it really is. Bloop. This is probably going to be a thing I regret doing, but a rare ring of sacrifice. Nice. So can we? I mean, obviously there's windows we can drop into, but can we like yump? Probably yump this. Yeah, we yump. There we go. Yes, that's the plan, Health. Nice. Yeah, we are probably gonna fight all four of them. I'm not gonna advance it. Like I want to get to the point where I can fight them. Um, but Hagar 64-bit might be joining me for the fun. I don't think I've ever looked over here before. Um, Hagar 64-bit might be joining me for the actual Four Kings fight. So I'm gonna try to do like as much as I can to open everything up here, and then probably switch over to Duke's archives. And then when he's done eating dinner, he's gonna join me. Also, just kind of looking forward, Hagar and I are planning to start a run of Elden Ring Reforged. I was thinking regular Elden Ring, and then like a damn fool, I mentioned the existence of Reforged to him. So I guess now we're gonna do Reforged, which will be fun and interesting. So you've got a long running series coming with me and Hagar. Playing Souls games. Yeah, I like a fool. I asked him, Calrea, like, "Hey, are you planning to do like regular Elden Ring or Reforged?" And he was like, "What's Reforged?" And again, like a fool, I told him what it was, knowing that his whole thing is I play games on the hard difficulty, so you don't have to. And he was like, "Oh yeah, no, we should do that." I'm like, "God dang it, dang it!" Like, okay, I mean, I can do it. Like, I literally learned how to play Elden Ring playing on Reforged, right? Like, because Megami made me play Reforged before I'd played base game, but it's not gonna be fun. It'll be good, but not enjoyable, if that makes sense. That's a nice little shortcut back to the Valley of the Drakes, complete with high HP dragons using lightning breath, multiple dragon breath enemies. No, thank you. We're gonna skip that. No health. Reforged is 100% not baby mode. The easiest possible setting of Reforged is base Elden Ring. Normal Elden Ring, or like normal Reforged, it adds a lot of features and it essentially tweaks all of the mechanics in the game. It adds new spells, some of which are kind of silly. It makes spellcasters more viable because it gives spellcasters essentially like the D&D equivalent of cantrips, where you have quote unquote generator spells. So they're spells that cost very little MP off of your blue bar, and they generate blue bar points if you get hits with them. It adds classes to the game, so you can actually have I can't remember what they're called. They're like echoes or souls or something like that. But like essentially you can remembrances, but essentially you can set your character to be like a rogue or a spell sword or a paladin, and they all have like very specific bonuses that go into them that are really good for a very specific play style and trash for everything else. Um some of the bosses have been moved around, some bosses have been added. Bosses in general do like between 15 and 30% more damage and have increased movement speed. Some bosses have additional moves added to their repertoire. Um Summons do not pull out. So like when you do the spirit ashes do not pull aggro unless you do a thing called enraging them, which requires you to sacrifice a percentage of your max HP. So you have to like actually take damage. So you or MP. So you summon them, and then you have to do another thing that costs more MP to enrage your spirits. If you don't enrage them, then they do like 20% damage and don't pull aggro. And it doesn't last a long. It lasts like 60 seconds, I think. Um, they added additional elements to the weapons, so you can add soporific, curse, bestial, things like that to your weaponry. Um, like I said, moved bosses around, added bosses, added items, added spells. It's a complete revamp of Elden Ring. But if you've never played Elden Ring before and you start with Reforged, if you can beat Elden Ring on Reforged at the base difficulty, then going back and playing real Elden Ring is incredibly easy. Calreus says that, but like legitimately my first ever time beating Elden Ring was on Reforged because Megami lied to me about how much harder it is. Like the enemies move faster, the bosses have like increased movement speed, attack speed, stamina, recovery, poise, HP. They do like 25% more damage. Like it's just a harder version of Elden Ring. And because Megami Mori had already beaten the whole damn game like 4 times before I ever actually purchased it. He was like, "Oh, I'll play with you, but we gotta play on Reforged, so it's fun." So then we played Reforged and got to the end of it, and I was like, "This is absolutely the most painful experience I've ever had. Like, what the heck?" And he was like, "Oh, it's like way harder than base game, though." I was like, "What?" He's like, "Oh yeah, no, the base game is way easier." So so then I went back and played regular Elden Ring and was like, "Oh my gosh, this is amazing. I'm a god among men." Oh, I forgot. I fucked up. I messed up. Sorry, language. I completely forgot about that giant the mass of souls. I don't you guys might not have seen it, but I got hit by a sludge attack that slowed me down, and that was an enemy that I forgot was there because they're basically they don't respawn. Once you kill them, they don't come back, so I just forgot he existed and was because I'm so used to farming those dark wraiths. I was like, "Oh yeah, no, this is easy." And then he popped me and I was like, "Well, there we go. We're dead." That was a that was a big dummy move, but the um the waters have receded now, so there's that. That was kind of an embarrassing death. That was an unforced error just based on me not paying attention to what was going on around me. Like most Dark Souls deaths. Now for the shameful walk back. I am gonna rest here though. Kalrea's like, "Don't do anything difficult. You're gonna get mad." No, but see the thing is, Elden Ring is BS no matter what. Once you get to Malekith, that's just how it is. Just remember, everybody, canonically, your character never got hit by Malekith. If you play Elden Ring on any difficulty or any mod setting and take any damage at all in that fight, then it's not the canon version. Because according to the canon, Malekith's blade is infected with true death, and if you get hit by it, you will die forever. So every other death that you experience in Elden Ring is just a function of being tarnished and being excluded from the Golden Order's mortality loop. But if you die to Malekith, it's actually just a hard reset on the timeline because Malekith would kill being killed by Malekith in Elden Ring canonically would remove you from the cycle of rebirth. So the only canon way to beat that boss is no damage runs. Well, there you go. There you go, Health. Apparently, Health is the chosen one. Health is a true tarnished. Health knows what's up. I definitely need to activate my "Give Us Grace" redeem, where I read from Grace Given by Smotown. I think that would be fun. I'm a big fan of the lore of that game. It's a dense read though. I've only made it about 100 pages in since I bought it. All right. Yeah, I could talk for hours about the lore of Elden Ring and what everything entails and what it means and what the different endings actually are and that kind of thing. Like we talked a little bit about that before about the Golden Order and the idea of all the bad stuff in Elden Ring, like all of the really bad stuff in Elden Ring is essentially just the things that were removed from reality by the Golden Order, like rot, aka decay, death, loss or grief. Like most of the endings, most of the quote unquote bad endings in Elden Ring are just essentially you adding specific elements that exist in the real world today to the Elden Ring to alter the world in Elden Ring in the game, like adding the concept of true death. That's the Fia ending, right? Like the true death ending, quote unquote, is just you basically altering the rules of the world so that when people die they don't come back. Like you get rid of reincarnation, etc., etc. At its core, the frenzied flame ending is essentially the main character rejecting the premise of loss and grief. Like every character that you meet that has any kind of like relationship with the frenzied flame is someone who experienced a very deep and profound loss of someone that they loved or someone that they cared about, and their embracing of the frenzied flame is just them rejecting that and basically wanting to create a version of reality where you don't ever lose your loved ones. But the form that that takes is everything being destroyed and then recombined into a single consciousness, right? Like unwinding the Big Bang, essentially. That's what the frenzied flame is doing. Is it's like, oh, if you've ever lost anyone you cared about, this is the way you get them back. Which is like a really dark and messed up ending, but also like you can kind of see how people would go for that, right? I have never played the Shadow of the Erd Tree DLC, JD. I want to. I would love to play that as part of like a co-op run with somebody, but it's just so expensive. Like that's literally it. Is like I know it's huge. I know that it really does build on the world of the game. But $40 for a DLC is just so much, and it never goes on sale. It's such an expensive DLC. It's like the most I would have ever paid for a DLC. $40 $40 for Shadow of the Erd Tree is like buying every single expansion DLC that came out for Elder Scrolls 4 on release day. Like that's essentially what you're doing. Is you're buying every single DLC for Oblivion all at once. I just don't think I'm there. Bye. Have a beautiful time. 420 best damage, lol. Anyway, Titanite chunk. A chunk. No, no, no. Woo. Pow. Rethink Dark Sword? Nope. Got nailed there. Heck yeah. Thank you for jumping in, though, JD. Like I said, I hope you've been well. Always great to see you. One of the OGs from like pre-Jank Bros, I think, even. Always good to see a pre-Jank Bros person jump in. I was disappointed but not surprised to see that Daniil unfollowed. If you guys remember a couple of streams ago, we had Daniil, was his name, like 1995 or something. He jumped in and was like very effusive in his praise and talked about how much he loved my emotes and the games that I played, and that he was like one of Yellith's original followers. And I was, as soon as he said something about Yellith, I was like, ah, yeah, this won't last. So he talked a whole big game about how excited he was to find me, etc., etc. And then like the next time Yellith went live, the following day he unfollowed me. I was like, oh yeah, he talked to Yellith. That's what happened. So in that vein, it's always good to see someone who was around pre Jank Bros, or like during the Jank Bros, and still actually like waste their time talking to me. Yeah, I don't care, Calrea. I mean, I told Calrea, like, when he followed me, I was like, yeah, there's no way that guy sticks around. It's next chance he gets, he's gonna talk to Yellith and be like, I followed the phenomenal sir, and Yellith's gonna be like, that guy's an a-hole. Don't talk to him. like that was just kind of like a foregone conclusion in my brain that was gonna happen. But it's just like I said, I wouldn't have even brought it up except I was just talking about how great it is to see JD. I don't deal with the drama anymore, Health. That's literally why I got rid of my Discord, like prematurely, some would say, but I was just like, I don't want to deal with it anymore. All right, so the walkway to the Four Kings is done, but we don't have the ring yet. I do want to message you later, Ralph. The group, Hagar and Zora and Waffle and all of them that I've been chatting with a lot lately. They've been showing up in my streams lately. They got a charity stream coming up soon, and I was gonna see um, if you're not able to like support it, that's fine. But I was gonna see if you'd be willing to at least get the word out about it. It's not till mid-June, so it's not an emergency. But just while I've got it on my brain, I wanted to mention that. Dennis, when was the last time I fed you dinner? Why are you pestering me? Get out of here, cat. You must have me confused with someone that cares. Yeah, I said it. Go on. Calrea, you gotta gather your children. There's three of them in here fussing at me. You gotta just snap your fingers, slap them across the face. Whatever you need to do, you gotta get them out of here. I'm not feeding them. It's not happening. Yeah, yeah. I'll let you know, Health. It's a thing for St. Jude's Children's Hospital. That Zora Enoch, Lady Shay, and Waffle, who've all been in my stream lately. They have a little Discord community of about 50 streamers that that they've been building up lately, and they want to do a charity stream for St. Jude's, and they asked me if I wanted to be involved, and I got a couple of things I'm gonna do. Um, I always wanted to do charity stuff for Jank Bros, and it kind of never got off the ground. The couple of times I brought it up, people were kind of like, no. So I would be keen to do something like that. Lightning, but oh my gosh, it does so much damage. Oh, it's like the only thing in the game that actually hurts these guys. I love it. Yeah. Yeah, they want to do essentially, I guess this will be like the early preview of it, but they're setting up a like a team on Tiltify, and they want to do like a pass off thing. So um there's going to be a lot of like people raiding into other people and that kind of thing, but essentially everybody that's participating is going to do their own little events that feed into the charity. I'm planning to do a Yoshi's Island run. Like right now, that's my big thing. Is like the day after it starts, I'm gonna do a full playthrough of Yoshi's Island with like a donation challenge based on my completion. Um, that'll be like an 8 to 10 hour stream, and then I'm gonna do a bathtub stream midweek of that same week, and then on Saturday we're gonna do a collab stream of like Peak or Repo or something. I don't know what we're playing yet, but the big thing for me personally is going to be the Yoshi's Island, but everybody's going to be doing something. Yeah. Yeah, the plan is for me specifically is I'm going to play Yoshi's Island cuz I love Yoshi's Island. It's a kid-friendly game. It's amazing. And I'm essentially going to play through the whole game, and however many like I'm going to look at how many points I get on every stage. And then at the end of the run, at the end of the playthrough, um, I'm gonna donate I'm gonna donate $1 plus 1 penny for every point that I earn on the run. So a perfect run of 100 in every single level, bonus levels included, will be $55 for me, and I'm gonna challenge people to donate 1/10 of that. So for every 10 cents I donate, if you guys donate 1 cent, that'll be $5.50. And the group that we're streaming with is the 5Rs. It's the 5Rs group. Like retro relay releases, etc. Um and we're going to be giving away keys to Voltage Genesis as well. Like anybody that donates at least $5 for the course of the week to the team will get a free Steam key to Voltage Genesis. It'll be fun. I'm gonna talk more about it once it's like fully worked out. You but oh, it was a little spooky. But if y'all knew the trouble I went through getting through here on my last run, that was easy. And a second helmet to get to go with it. Yeah, I would like I said, I always wanted to do the charity stuff with Jank Bros, and it just never kind of coalesced. Um I think it was partially me just not being good enough at organizing, and part of it was just like lack of interest, but I've always wanted to do stuff like that. So, I'm excited about it. Dennis, talk to your mother. All right, y'all. Oh, Calray, you gotta do something about these cats. Please and thank you. Go on, Link. She's feeding them right now. I can hear it. I don't know why the cats always pester me for food. Like I've probably fed them dinner like twice this year. I don't know why they always get hyper focused on me when it's time to eat. No, I don't want to organize it. I people don't people don't like me, Zora. Oh my gosh. People tend to think I have great ideas until I try to implement them, and then they get all upset about how I'm being a control freak. Has been my experience. People say I don't care what we do as long as I don't have to fool with it, and then I say okay, we're gonna do that, and then they get upset. That's why I'm like I have a ton of ideas, and I will do whatever you want me to do. That's where I'm at. You knew the amount of crap I had to deal with on those Jank Bros speed runs, trying to organize these speed runs so I could literally pay people money for playing games they wanted to play anyway. Oh my gosh. Every single time we did a Jank Bros speed run, it cost me roughly $50. And yet somehow people were like, "Why are you being so difficult?" It's like, I'm paying for this. Like, what? What? Why is this a problem? You don't know about Jank Bros, so. Oh my gosh, really? Tell me more about your situational invincibility, guy. Oh! I didn't even know they could do melee. Um, Jank Bros was a streamer community that I and two other people put together a couple of years ago, and it was focused around helping retro and or speedrunner streamers reach affiliate and build a community because the retro slash speedrun community is kind of weird and disjointed if you're part of it. Like the community itself is sort of built around specific games rather than the concept of speedrunning as a whole. So we built a community which at its height was around 200 to 250 people, of which probably like 80 to 100 were active streamers. It was really cool. It was really cool. I loved everybody that was in it, and as happens with these sorts of things, There was drama. I was involved with the drama. I own my part. I was part of the drama, but as the person who ran the Discord, I also decided when the drama had gone far enough and I deleted the Discord. But probably 50% of the people that you see in my stream and probably 75% of the people that you see in the streams of the people you see in my stream were at one point members of the Jank Bros. And we used to do we did monthly races that were based on less popular retro games. Like it was kind of like modeled around the Big 12 races that they do every year, but it would be like two games that you would have to do some weird arbitrary thing in each game and then switch over, and we would do races and the winners got cash prizes um and bragging rights, and we just kind of like helped build each other's communities up. We've had a couple of people that I still raid pretty regularly that were members of the Jank Bros that kind of built up in that regard. Cleveland Tom was a Jank Bro. Eternal Warrior JD was a Jank Bro. Philip Schneider was a Jank Bro. Bidoof, Rose Crow, probably anybody who shows up regularly in my stream that is not a member of 5Rs was at one point a member of the Jank Bros. For the most part. Um, Alice HK8 was a Jank Bro. She's a full Twitch partner now. Yeah, Rose. Yeah, was definitely a Jank Bro. Quex was actually one of our great success stories. I found Quex when she had like 30 followers, and the first time I found her stream, I immediately fell in love with her and was like, this person needs to be a Jank Bro. She needs to be an affiliate. So I added her to the group on Discord, and everybody went in and followed her. We got her to affiliate like immediately. It was like within like 3 days of her joining the Jank Bros, she went from like low 30 followers to a full affiliate status, and and now she's got like over 1,000 followers. She's amazing. I love Quex. She's a wonderful person. She would have gotten there eventually without us. Um, we just kind of helped her along the way. But I feel like Rose. Were you not a member of the Jank Bros? If you weren't, it was on purpose because you've been around forever. Oh, that was spooky. I thought for sure you were in the Jank Bros. Well, Rose wasn't, but Rose is too cool for school, so you know. I think the cautionary tale from Jank Bros is allowing your community to grow too fast. A lot of great people all together doing great things, and then they all find a lot of great people and they want to bring them in. And we went from three people to like 200 people in 18 months, and we grew too fast. It scared off the hardcore early members, and it led to, I don't want to use the word discord because but it led to discord between the three founders. So I ended up, like I said, I ended up kind of unceremoniously just deleting the whole channel, which was not a great way to handle things, but I've unceremoniously deleted multiple Discord channels in my day. Um, and it is what it is. Hagar is back. It was a good group. It was a good group. Um, I think the issue was that the three of us that started it all started it for different reasons. Like there was a Venn diagram, right? Like Venn diagram between the things that each of us valued. And a specific thing happened that challenged those values in such a way that I stood on what I felt was a principled position and said this is how things are going to be. One person said I don't want to be involved in this, and one person said I think you need to chill out. And that was sort of how it ended. One person, like, somebody did a thing, I said I think this thing is totally unacceptable. One person said I have no dog in this fight, and one person said this person's my friend, be nice to them. And yeah. How'd y'all even get me on this topic? Stop making me talk about this depressing stuff. Hey Gar, are you gonna help me kill these bosses, or am I just gonna get cursed like a chump? What are you doing, Hagar? Did you eat your dinner yet? You're ready to roll? Oh, oh, sir, I will roll the orb between my thumb and forefinger right now. You can come help me kill Seath the Scaleless. It'll be wonderful. Hang on. If I can get through all my items. I don't know why I didn't just press down once. Right? No, you're fine, Waffle. After all, you're just a hater anyway, so. For those of you that weren't there for Hagar's stream earlier, Waffle called me a preteen girl for no reason whatsoever. Just like, oh yeah, you know who I hate. I feel bad now because we had a good number of viewers in here, and then I talked for half an hour straight about depressing shit and or stuff, and people all bailed out. We had about 10 people in here until I started talking about Jank Bros, and they all bailed. They're like, what a sad lad. Oh, Hagar really was ready, y'all. Oh goodness. Hey, buddy. Um, yes, at times they can, Waffle. The humanoid ones can. This is my problem is I spend too much time talking about sad nonsense, and people are like, I don't want to hear that mess, and then they bail out. Maybe. We can, Hagar, if you like. That could be it, except Cleveland Tom has 22 people watching him play roller games right now. But then again, Cleveland Tom is a god amongst men, so there's that. Hey, lady. But yeah, no, we can get a call going. Do you want to be heard on the stream, Hagar? Well, I guess people are going to hear you either way, but hang on.
What's going on?
You don't want to.
I just got you mute on your stream right now.
You don't want to just do it like a traditional spirit and just try to figure out what I want.
I mean, sure. It's just like trying to figure out where we're trying to go with
just pantomime the whole thing.
Absolutely. Is it cool if I rest real quick? I have no flash.
Yeah, go for it. Ta-da! Anyway, so I'm done with all that depressing crap. Zora asked me a question, not realizing that I am an oversharer. Waffles like mobs can climb ladders. Yeah, man. Anything with 2 arms and 2 legs can climb a ladder in Souls games. Like that's life.
That's just like common knowledge.
He's had a limited exposure to ladders thus far.
You're right about that. Knows the whole world of Dark Souls yet.
Yeah.
He's got 2 more Dark Souls to go through.
It's like, dude, wait till you get to Dark Souls 3 and you've got named enemies that are actually like climbing the ladder behind you and punching you in the foot to knock you loose while you're trying to get away.
Dark Souls 3 is like the pinnacle of Dark Souls.
I love Dark Souls 3. That's me. I always talk about me and Megami. Like, Megami and I probably, between the two of us, we probably have like 2,000 hours, like, co-op only. And I know for a fact he's got over 5,000 hours in that game. Like, we played an unhealthy amount of Dark Souls 3. I'm playing Dark Souls 1 because he bought me Dark Souls 2 and told me, hey, we should play the whole trilogy together again. And I said, okay, and then stuff came up in his personal life that he couldn't play anymore.
That stinks.
And now I'm just here playing Dark Souls 1 with some rando.
Yeah, some random schmuck.
Was I supposed to give you an item next time you joined me, by the way? Can't remember.
I don't think so.
Give you that. Just for funsies.
Jagged Ghost Blade.
So you won't be...
What did you just give me?
Say what?
I said, hi, D&D. What did you just give me?
Yeah.
That's not bad.
I mean, it's not a good weapon, but like, if we're gonna go to New Londo after this, I figured I got 2.
Yeah, I know. I've always been watching Steam and seeing Dark Souls 2 and 3 go on sale, but never do.
No, they don't. I want to get Rose. What I want to see more than probably anything else in the universe is I want to see Rose Crow and Calrea start doing cozy game co-op streams together. I want to see Rose Crow and Calrea working together to organize the Arcane Library. I want to see them farming side by side in Stardew Valley. That's what I want.
Dude, Stardew Valley is like my unspoken addiction.
Oh, you should play with us. Me and Calrea went through a period where we had like we had a rough patch in our, not between the two of us, but we had a depressing time where we essentially just like retreated into video games and did like a cooperative stream, or not a cooperative stream, but a cooperative playthrough of Stardew Valley that we made it to like year 5 together. Like a
Oh, dude.
we have played a bit of Stardew.
I had to survive, dude. I basically got to the point that I had to get a bunch of mods to change it up.
Yeah.
There's so many mods in the game now that it's basically a whole new game. I've
I
created 2 whole new cities.
I haven't done any of the mods in the game, but I did do back when I used to stream again with the Jank Bros. I did a like a monthly community garden stream where I had gone in and updated the maximum number of players. So it's not like a mod. You just go in and like update the settings. You have to do like
Yeah.
some spooky stuff with the settings, but I set it so that the maximum number of players in a world was like 12, and just
Oh, nice.
left it
Honorable
open
handshake and
to
sunlight.
anyone. So you had people coming in that were, we had some people that were like members of the Jank Bros, and we had some people that would be like, "Oh, you play Stardew? I love Stardew. Can I join you guys?" Like, "Yeah, sure, go for it, man." And they would jump in, and like it was sort of like a weird social experiment, because the idea was like, if we just open our farm in Stardew Valley to anyone who wants to come in with no controls, will the people be toxic? And the answer was no. The types of people that play Stardew Valley are not toxic. Like, so we would just have random people that would be like, "Can I join your farm for the day?" And they'd jump in, and they'd work their butts off for like 2 weeks in spring of year 2, and then be like, "Thanks," and then they would never come back again, and everybody would just water their crops while they were gone. Like, everybody had like their own little crops that they were planting on the farm, but then like when they weren't there, everybody was watering them for them and taking care of the crops. So you end up with this like massive farm that no one person could keep up with, but everybody together is working on, and just had shared money and was like, "Hey, can I buy a backpack? Yeah, go for it. Okay, cool." Like, it was
Oh, yeah,
super.
dude. Stardew Valley is such a great little cozy game. No
It,
stress involved. You just kick it out and have fun.
yeah, Calrea says they would leave their tools and stuff in a chest for others to use, and everyone knew to put them back in the chest when they left. Yeah, I haven't heard of Littlewood either. Rose Crow. Calrea and I got to the point where like we would wake up in the morning in our game, and then I would immediately go to Ginger Island and then manage the farm on Ginger Island, and she would be managing the farm on the mainland. And then we would switch every few days. We'd just be like, "All right, you're on Ginger Island now. Have fun."
Nice. I know. I play with mods where you get a whole new city, go explore and everything, and your grandfather's farm is 3 times bigger
Oh,
than what the current one, the original one was.
we had a whole like group farm that we ran, where one of us just wanted to fish. That's like all they wanted to do was fish, and they caught a dinosaur egg in like spring of year 1. So we like all banded together to build the coop to hatch the dino egg, and then the whole farm just ended up being like Jurassic Park. Like, we were essentially just building towards just having a crap load of dinosaurs on our on our farm. Like, our entire economy was built around just taking care of these like a dozen dinosaurs. Because one
Oh,
person was like, I'm not
Jurassic.
helping y'all grow anything. I'm going to fish." I love fishing in Stardew, Rose Crow. Fishing in Stardew Valley is super easy if you have ever played Breath of Fire 3. It's an incredibly specific comparison to make, but Stardew Valley, the way you reel in fish in Stardew Valley is essentially like an easier version of the exact same mechanic in Breath of Fire 3. Like fishing in Breath of Fire 3 is hard mode Stardew Valley fishing. I
You're not wrong on that.
I love to fish in Stardew Valley. That is always the first thing I max out. It's the first skill I max out. That and the Easter egg hunts, I always smoke Calrea, and she gets butthurt about it. She gets very upset when I just absolutely rock her in the Easter egg hunts.
Mazes suck. No.
Yeah, they're the worst. When I was going for the 100% like all the rare items, oh my gosh, I was so worried I was gonna spend forever farming these guys for a trident, and then I got one like the second guy I killed dropped one. I was like, oh my god. Like this was the enemy I was least looking forward to farming. Oh, thanks for taking that hit for me, brother. Oh, did I just get hit twice by a single shot? I think
I don't recommend that.
or do I? All right, I'm gonna move the stairs real quick.
Yeah, I wish I had a better range attack.
That's one of the things they messed with in Reforged. They reduced the range of bows by like 30% across the board.
Dang.
Yeah, that's I'll play Reforged with you because there are things about it I like the remembrances are amazing. Remembrances basically are just like a suite of bonuses that reward a specific play style. So
Okay.
it'll be like you're playing as a paladin, and your character has 20% damage reduction to everything, but you move at half speed. And if you block more than 10 attacks consecutively, then like your attack power drops by 50%. Like it's really weird and specific stuff. But I like playing as the rogue because the rogue is just brokenly good. Um, the rogues thing is like you you your max HP is dropped by 20% and your endurance is dropped, but your stamina comes back a little bit faster. And every time you backstab somebody, all your bars regenerate faster for like 3 seconds. And then the advanced version of it is just you don't pull aggro. Like you do more poise damage when you spam R1, and also you don't pull aggro. It's the most insanely broken thing you could possibly like playing Elden Ring and like, oh, if you hit R1 more than 3 times every single attack, the poise damage you deal increases by 10% per hit in the chain, and also nothing focuses on you if you are hitting it.
That's insane.
Yeah. Everything else is cool. Rogue is just wild. I don't know where we're going. I haven't been paying attention. I need to get to that down there, I think. Right?
Think so?
Guess we just take the ladder or the stairs. Reforged has a weird thing where you can there's like a limited number per playthrough item where you can permanently unlock a specific element or enhancement for your weapon that you can put on the weapon on any weapon regardless of the Ash of War that you have equipped. So like you could have Sacred Blade equipped but have fire on your weapon.
I
And
get you.
but they also added like every possible status effect. So soporific is the thing. So you can just add like the sleep element that only exists on 3 weapons in base game. You can just have soporific as an element that you can just in the first 15 minutes of the game permanently unlock as a thing you can add to any weapon that does magic damage. And it's
Oh my gosh, I just got tag teamed.
wild.
I
I was wondering. I was like, where is he at? Is he coming? Like
I was trying to get to you, but then I got jumped by 2 of them, and an archer was hitting me.
I'm sorry.
Oh, you're good. I thought I had it under control, and then the mage hit me from the distance, which stunned me, so the warrior dude was able to hit me.
I was just chilling.
Oh, I would have been perfectly fine if it wasn't for that stupid mage and his stupid range.
But
So I'm gonna do what's best. I'm gonna rest, right?
yeah, go for it. Well, I'm at the Duke's Archives like teleport spot now.
Gotcha.
I'm gonna handle this bad boy up.
Hey, I didn't rest. Why is everything back?
I rested.
You rested?
Yeah, so it brings everything back if I rest. You should be able to warp to me, can you not?
I will have to try. I was just trying to get to my souls.
They should
I
be.
had like 25,000.
It should be right up the steps from me. But yeah, Reforged. Like I'm game to play Reforged, but I know you've played a lot of Souls games. But when I played Reforged, just like out of the gate, and I got about 3/4 of the way through Elden Ring, and then my co-op partner lost interest, and I was like, well, this is stupid. I'm gonna play base game.
All right, well, I'm gonna just warp to you.
And I'm just gonna play base game. And then I went back and played base game, and I was like, holy crap, this is so much easier. Like actually and truly. I'll send you the link for Reforged, and you should really look at how much they've changed, because it's generally across the board like a 20% increase to damage and movement speed for just every boss in the game. More HP, like more defense. And then they moved bosses around. So like for instance, when you're have you done the if you fight the Godskin noble, the fat boy, when you're going across the bridge to Ronnie's Ronnie's tower?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So that guy now spawns on the elevator in Ronnie's tower.
Oh.
Yeah. So when you ride the elevator up, he spawns on the elevator and it stops halfway up the tower until you've killed him. So you get to fight a Godskin noble in an area that is essentially the size of his attack range.
Dang. That's insane.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, it won't let me warp. It says this one's cut off.
Ugh.
Oh, I'm on my way.
It adds a tree sentinel to the bridge guarding the entryway to Morn, to like the Castle Morn, or to like the island Weeping Peninsula. So if you want to go to Weeping Peninsula to get any items at all, you have to either there's like a specific shortcut that you can find, or you have to fight an actual just tree sentinel on foot that has like advanced Golden Order casts that give it HP regen and stuff like that.
Gotcha.
Like,
Oh, jumped over the rail.
anytime, so like, there's a lot of really cool stuff in it, but also anytime the dev was like, you know what I hate? People that do X. The dev just like made it so you can't do X anymore.
Oh, hey, friend.
So that's like the whole joke that I had with my co-op buddy was like, somebody with a bow must have just really disrespected the dev at some point, because the dev hates ranged combat. Like, there's all sorts of little weird things where like long range spells have a slightly longer cast time. Long range
Right,
spells
no,
have
I
a
know, like,
slightly higher magic cost. Long range, like, arrows have less of a range. Bows have more of a drop off on damage. Like, it's a lot of like the ranged combat stuff is just tweaked in weird ways.
yeah, I'll definitely have to look into it. 'Cause, yeah, no, I've never even looked into it until, or heard of it until you said something, because
Yeah.
it's like, I'm down for a change pace.
I mean, like, I'll
Played
do it.
so
Like,
many times through.
I'm fine with it. Like, I'll run it with you, but I just want you to be aware that this is not like, oh, Elden Ring but harder. This is one person who has very deeply held uh notions of what Elden Ring should be, and they have done an insane amount of work updating the game so that it will fit that notion. But like, the other downside to Reforged is because, like with Seamless, if your game version doesn't match the Elden Ring version or whatever, like, you run into issues where you have to like update your game or whatever. And
Gotcha.
this guy updates Reforged like once every 2 weeks for the last 3 years. It's like every 2 weeks he updates it. And that's where you get into this like weird sense of like, when are you going to be done, bro? Like, you keep making tweaks and I keep having to download this dang update again. Like, just let me play the freaking game and stop making changes. Like, why did you feel the need to have to push a whole update so that my belt lamp now uses oil, which is a
Right.
craftable item that every unit of oil lasts 5 minutes, but also you can make like 10 with one mushroom and one fire butterfly. So it's like, if this is an insanely easy thing to make, then why did you make it a limited use item? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no,
Like
definitely. The guy goes a
like
little too hardcore.
yeah, like you made lamp oil be a resource that can run out, but you also made lamp oil a thing that you can make for essentially no cost. So really, the the practical effect of this is, at some point I'll be in a cave and my lamp oil will run out while I'm in a fight and I can't craft until I finish the fight. And I will cuss you. I'll be like, what a jerk this dev is.
Right.
Because other than that, it's like, who cares? Like, it doesn't matter. I can make 700 of these immediately.
What?
FYI, these guys do more damage.
Yeah, I noticed. Guys are punks. Punks with a capital P. On my way back.
I'm trying to figure out what we need to do to open up that other doorway.
I'm trying to remember. It's been
Because
so long since I've
what
been in here.
whenever I'm in the Duke's archives, it's kind of a stream of consciousness thing. Like, I just kind of run forward until things aren't in the way anymore. But oh,
Yeah,
I
these
did.
pages are the absolute worst. I don't like them one bit.
Oh, think I'll just lose a quarter of my health, please, and thank you. It's the constant playing tag with them that is really annoying. Like they have that one enemy in Elden Ring that's like a named guy that you have to do this with, the preceptor or whatever. But like
Yeah.
for this to just be a random unnamed enemy that just teleports around the library, like okay, man, we get it. He's
Jerk.
he's magic and stuff. Like yeah, there's like a lever that we missed somewhere that we need to flip. Rose says, I should have joined your world because now your world's going to be all jacked up because you joined me. I should have
It happens. I'm at work.
jumped
You can
into
always
yours.
jump down here and get to that guy.
Yeah. I should have jumped into your area though to help you like kill more bosses.
Yeah, I'm not too worried. You should probably kill those bosses. It's just going to be weird because some of them are going to be. Oh my gosh, you're the worst.
It's really just the fact that this enemy kills the flow of the play. Like they're not really hard to fight. They're just annoying to fight. Like they're not. It. You just have to chase them all over creation to kill them. And that's irritating. So where are we going, buddy? I'm literally drawing a blank on what I'm supposed to do right now to open up that door in near the bonfire.
You know, actually go down and check the other side of here. Haven't checked over here. I'm going to go take a quick look.
Sounds good. Just leave me here unattended.
Hey man, you're an adult. I trust you.
Cool.
Give a squeal if you need assistance.
Ah.
Right, I think I might have found where we need to go because there's a ladder and stuff we can climb down.
Yeah, there should be like a really long ladder with a hollow guarding it, and then as you climbing down it,
shooting at me.
yeah. Come back for me, fam.
I'm aboard.
Rose Crow says, "Crazy." I don't know what if she's talking about me or the game or what. Oh well, bye.
Okay.
Just walked right off there. just whatever. Well,
Cool, bro, I got you.
once you open that door up, I'll be ready to go claim my souls. BRB.
Okay, okay.
I return. Yeah, that was kind of embarrassing. I just walked forward to death.
It happens to the best of us. And that would never happen to me, but it happens to the best of us.
Not to me, but the rest of you losers. Yeah.
Got the rope and those stupid wizards.
Oh my gosh. Hang on a second. My souls are on the other side of the gap where you had rotated the stairs. Yeah. Absolute silliness.
And there are a ton of treasures in here. Don't trust a single one of them. Ah, I knew it. No.
Did I not tell you how to check for
Oh, I knew. I attacked it.
um
Mad. Oh, he's very mad.
oh well, enjoy that.
He's making me his lunch. Please use this opportunity to kill him.
Yeah, I'll get right on that once his iframes go away.
No. I can check off the box that I got eaten by a box.
No! He trapped me. You'd have to if you're not watching the stream, like essentially he started his attack animation and it works like a backstab where it locks you in place so you just can't get away until the animation's over. Listen here, you freaking guy. Oh, I'm not done with you, brother.
Box. It's me. Yeah.
Butthole.
Alright. I don't get out of it. And I got an enchanted sword.
Wow.
Not the greatest, I know. You don't have to say it.
No, you're right. I don't. Oh, you're pretty okay, guy.
Pretty okay. Damn, that's like my last date.
Last date I went on, Chickadee claimed it wasn't a date. It was like, this is not a date. This is just some guy from work taking me out for my birthday. 7 years later, we own a house together. Am I right, Calrea?
Yes.
Got her.
The whole tale. Yeah. I haven't been on a date in probably 15 years.
Oh, I'm close. Calrea doesn't wine and dine me like she should.
Not like you would really fight it.
I wouldn't. I wouldn't. I certainly wouldn't lie to my family and say it's not a real date. I'd be like, yeah, this is real. Yep. Mm-mm-mm. Calrea just says tee. Got nothing else to offer. She's organizing library books or some shit.
She's got her own occupancy going on.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, here's a ladder. I was thinking one way, huh? Oh, I don't use ladders. I just jump off the side like it's no big deal.
Basically.
Not my level.
Basically.
My sword is not doing very much on this guy. And I'd say about an I need to be able to throw some lightning spears.
I could take you to the sunlight altar if you like.
I mean, that would be awesome.
Get on my level.
Be able to do range.
What's your character's faith score at?
Faith is at apparently I have no faith. It's only 25.
Oh. You need a 30.
Unfortunately.
Unfortunately.
Only 5 more levels. If I didn't die, I would have had almost 50,000 XP stored up.
I think 25 might be the minimum for to join the Sun Bros.
I would love to be a Sun Bro.
If the teleport's open for you, we can go there if you want to.
Okay, I just won't hit them. You said something about the teleport?
Yeah, I can homeward bone back. We'll just have to run this little bit over again, but it's not that bad.
Oh, just took me with you.
Warp to Sunlight Altar.
Light altar. Oh, just takes me with you. I don't even have to do anything. I'm gonna touch this guy since I don't have it. Yeah, I'm gonna level up my faith real quick.
I need 3 more sunlight medals to get Great Lightning Spear. But
I have entered the covenant.
there you go.
I only have 1 sunlight medal. How many do I have to offer to get it?
And to get the Great Summon.
Oh, I'm part of the light. You got my lightning spear though.
The non PvP / PvE summon. The farmable enemy for the sunlight medal is the bugs, like the bugs in Izalith, like the one that drops the maggot helmet.
I know what I'm talking about.
Those are the ones you gotta farm to get the medals, which are kind of a pain in the butt.
Not again.
And this might open the shortcut for you if we could. If we go here.
Yeah, I should have this one already, so hopefully that works. Yeah, I remember this spot. Sure, this is where we last left off with some waffle.
Yeah.
If I just had a range spell, I'll be a lot more reversal.
Calrea says she didn't know what was going on at the time. Let's be honest, Calrea. She still doesn't know. She's like, I don't know, guys. Is it weird that we live together if we don't work together anymore? Oh,
Define weird. Sunlight, Megan.
this shish. She just wishes that she had stayed with Mr. Sketch instead of me. I would have been happier with him. Not a single one.
I know I got a Sunlight, Megan.
Gross. You better not have broken my progression there, because Solaire's here now and he shouldn't be here for me.
I didn't do anything. He was just here.
You best not have messed me up.
What I do? I've been following you.
The worst part. Alright, well, in any case, Calrea, you are Mr. Sketch. Listen, if I was Mr. Sketch, I'd be a much more happy and successful person. That guy wears a flannel shirt. That requires a level of self satisfaction and happiness that never mustered. Hey, shirt. No, that was like a whole thing when Calrea and I started seeing each other. We both worked for the same state agency, so we would always talk about like what we did over our weekend or whatever. And it was, for me, it was always like, oh yeah, it's this girl I'm seeing. And for her, because she had to be extra. I was just like, oh yeah, it's just some girl I'm seeing. She had to be like, oh yeah, it's this guy that I'm seeing. But then the guy was like some super sketchy hipster from Richmond, Virginia, that had like a whole lore behind him named Mr. Sketch. And I'd be like, so what'd you and Mr. Sketch do this weekend? And she'd tell me all the things that we literally did on our dates.
Mr. One-Up guy.
Listen here, Crystal Boy. Spladow. Hello, Quex. How you doing? Oh no, you're not Quex. You're Odre. You're Odre. I misread. I saw the O and thought it was a Q. Hello, Odre. Welcome in. Me and Hagar 64-bit doing a little co-op Dark Souls. We're about to slap the crap out of Seath the Scaleless. Oh, but unfortunately, okay, there we go. I was gonna say, unfortunately, the march will go on without me. I do not remember that, Calrea. Odre is amazing. You should all follow Odre if you're not already. I met Odre because they raided me while I was doing a Fallout 4 stream, and I had just finished the robot DLC, and we bonded over a shared desire to do a Grognak the Barbarian run, where we play as a naked dude with a two-handed sword, the car bumper sword. I was like, this is really the run I should be doing. And they were like, oh yeah, that would be amazing. I would also love to do that thing. I was nearly defeated by the ground. I've been defeated by the ground a few times over the years. Odre. Let's not bring nearly into it.
Hello, man. I am.
Thing about the golden boy is the butthole,
No.
and I hate him.
Oh, or distract him. Hey, hey.
Well, there I go. As soon as I started walking, I was like, "Why did I walk this direction? I think I'm gonna fall." I was right. Undead Parish. What?
Oh, that was a hard hit.
I'll be along shortly.
I might not. Yep, there you go.
That is awesome, Odre. I would love to catch some of that.
Hey, why did I die right there?
I don't know, man. Why did you choose that for yourself? Might be related to your host being an absolute chump.
I am so confused. It just warped me back to where you last took me. Where's the place? What's up? Where's you at?
Duke's Archives.
Thank you. It's a Duke. It's a kick-ass Duke.
Oh no. Okay.
Won't let me go. I just had to warp it. It wouldn't warp me there. What is happening?
There.
Thank you. Yeah, my souls are right here. What a quickening. I'm not arguing. I'm just confused.
I mean, I'm arguing. I'm mad I died.
Well. Well. Are we trying to kill the golden one?
We can.
Well, that's just what I'm asking.
He doesn't
We don't want to go
respawn.
in right in, or we fight here, or we run it.
I can run past him if you want to.
Absolutely.
Or we can go for blood.
The world, brother. Ow. I don't know how you didn't hit me. I suffered no damage from that. I don't know what the hell happened. I'm rolling and it launched me the other way, but I suffered no damage.
Nice. Hacker. He's a hacker.
Got it.
Calria said someone knocked on the door. Yeah. Nobody good knocks on the door this late. I mean, you would think that anybody that is doing it for work has something better to do at 6:30 or 7 o'clock at night. It was you with pizza. Oh. Way to go, Calrea. It was Odre with pizza. I would literally open the door for Odre if they knocked on the door with a stinky shoe. And they had pizza and you didn't answer. Yeah, you gotta text. You gotta text us, Odre. Get ready for the jank. I love that. I love that just random gravity that pulls you towards the hole there.
Right?
What are we going for?
Oh no, I'm following you. Just trust in this path.
Gotta deal with a bunch of
Where are
those
you with her
stupid
invisible braids?
clams if we don't run straight through here.
Well, I think it's best we run through here.
You say that.
I mean, they're coming after you. I'm fine. Oh, look at that.
I need to switch armor.
I remember. Yes. A beetle
He
dragon.
just immediately eats shit on the wall. It runs face first into the wall. Oh look! The guys have joined us. Mister, it's best if we run through. Alright, let's kill this fool. That's what you like to see. That 93 damage. I'm not like super hung up on the idea that we're gonna get his tail weapon, so if you want to just like kill him. Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's true. If you have 3 of them, they turn into a better card. That's only countered by Pot of Greed and the little tribble, right? I gotta give you props. You pulled aggro for a really long time while I just zoned out and pressed L1 over and over with my crossbow. Yeah, you're doing a great job of him just like not giving a crap at all that I had like 1,500 points of uninterrupted damage that I was dealing to him with my crossbow. Between me shooting him and you poking him with your sword, it's like he's got a poison effect going.
And that is it for the beast.
Yeah, that's probably the easiest fight against him I've ever had. That's amazing.
Victory for Sam.
Yeah.
I was hoping for more XP to that, but you know what? I'll roll with it.
More than 60?
Oh, there's the 60.
I was gonna say.
I only got.
What,
I didn't get anything.
what did you think you were gonna get?
Hey man, I'm just standing here minding my P's and Q's, and I didn't get a darn thing.
I'm over here 363 shy of a level up.
There we go. Now I got 30 pace.
Nice. I'm going for 40 endurance, and then I'm going to start building up my other stuff. Right now I'm at 25 Vite, 14 attunement, 38 endurance, 13 strength, 14 dex, 20 resist, 9 intelligence, 30 faith. The worst possible spread.
I'm going to get a lot more humanities.
How many do you need? What do you need?
I only have a total of 5 right now.
Oh.
Man. I made a couple boots.
Only 5. He's only got 5, y'all.
Hey, man. I'm doing the best I can, balls.
Grab this sack.
Phrasing? Yeah, I'm gonna grab it, but
I said what I said.
not because you told me to. Well, thank you.
So I guess at this point, we need to go kill Sif.
Nice.
So what's that? Undead Parish? Yeah. Oh, wrong place. Don't follow me. I don't know where I'm going. Yeah, Odre. I mean, what's wrong with that? That's where you keep the good stuff, right? You would stuff all your goodies in a sack and then you'd leave them for somebody else to pick up and carry. Like,
look, I don't mind you saying it. It's the way how you say "sack." All right. There's a little desire to it. Like you want me to grab
listen,
the sack.
Listen, if you don't want to grab the sack, that's fine. You can just leave it sitting there, resting lightly on the ground. I don't care.
Well, we already realized I grabbed the sack, so
Yeah, like, I'm not sure what the hang up is here.
it's more of a hanging
Are you
down.
are you worried there's like a witch inside of it or something? Like, what's going on? You would like, I don't know if you like, they would put the person in the bag and then throw them in the river. If they drowned, they were human, but if the bag floated, they were a witch.
That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah. Odre said I put a little too much sauce on sack. Listen, I'm not here like measuring how much sauce I pour on a sack, okay? It's just a word.
Like breaks right on.
Listen, Zora's gonna kick me out if y'all keep making me say these things. If we could not focus too hard on the amount of sauce that's on the sack and just worry about the game, that would be great.
Hey, man, you're going down.
Zora's gonna be like, "This is why I didn't want this guy in this."
Cross that line, buddy. I did not realize. Oh, there's an assassin out here.
Yeah. Died. Wizards irking me. Oh, they respawned.
Oh, sorry, I had to rewarp to send me all the way back to where we killed the boss, and it won't let me warp out of here.
Oh! Oh no! Everything's mad at me.
Sorry, Fred. I didn't realize it was going to reset for you all the way over there. I was just trying to warp back. God, I pissed the clams off. That stinks.
Oh.
Well, we get a chance to pull me to you. Just let me know.
I will do that.
Unfortunately, I'm stuck down here.
Assassino. Everyone could just stop talking about back sauce. That would be fantastic.
Exhaust, huh? That's
The
a new one.
sack. Ugh. All right, dang it. We gotta go kick the crap out of some guy's dog. And if we don't, we can't save the world.
That's fine.
This is.
I was just making sure I touched that bonfire, so if I do die, I can actually run back. Apparently, it doesn't save me where you were pushed it last. That makes sense.
Oh. Why did I let myself get hit?
Got bushwhacked.
I did. Literally. Direct, buddy. Assassino.
I'm gonna go touch this bonfire just so I be a little closer. You know, preemptive measures.
Fair.
Because if I preemptively do it, I won't die.
Yeah. Okay.
Listen here, Sack.
Hey,
I'm trying to be a team player for you, boss.
I'm here. I'm just doing my thing. Get out of here. Stupid thief. Oh, here comes the cleric. There it goes. Poor
You gonna
guy.
get a heal, son?
Yeah. He'll get nothing like it. Oh, he just tanked it. I didn't give a crap about my lightning.
Let's be the weakest on the bad. You don't give it 1,000.
Got this. Got this, man.
Oh, the stone armor.
Yeah, man.
Mushroom people.
There's an ember over here to the right. I don't think it'll matter for either one of our characters, but it is there. The little mushrooms are cute. This is true. The little ones or the big ones? Odre.
Weird noise those little guys make.
Yeah. I was just thinking that. Odre says they look how I feel the first thing in the morning. There's quite a few videos and memories out there of me and Megami and others basically like playing this game and allow it like with invaders turned on and basically getting to this point and then just refuse it. Like we would refuse to go through the boss door, but when the invaders invade, they pop up like here. And I can't tell you how many times over the course of several years we would just be like screwing around and you'd have it like we would just be waiting here for hours and you'd have an invader come up and then as they come up out of the ground I would cast like lava and they would panic roll off into the water and die immediately. Just like, well, I guess nobody gets those souls. The big ones are just minding their own business, Odre. Those are the ones I want to be. Also, those are the ones that will absolutely hit you harder and worse than any other enemy in the entire game.
Sir Wolfington.
Um, what? Okay. I was like, what? Why is he not popping up? Should we win? Tiff, don't do this.
That's a big dog.
Blaze, no.
Pet that dog.
You can pet that dog. In fact, that dog's gonna pet you. There's not a whole lot you can do to stop it.
Oh.
No, blocked. Blocked.
Ow.
All right, half health. We got this. Just enough to make him angry.
No, not like this.
Butt stab. Ah!
That's one dead dog.
Yeah, pretty much, Odre. Like, actually, just. It's sadder if you do the DLC first, but we didn't. Have you seen that alternate cinematic? Hagar?
Yeah, there is. It's really not a huge difference. Before he grabs the sword, he basically just gets up in your face. He like gives you a big sniff.
Yeah, he sniffs you and then like he recognizes your smell from the past. And he does this like really sad howl and then proceeds to try to kill you. It's like, oh, okay, cool. So our friendship meant nothing. Good talk, bro. The Radagon wolves are way worse.
Or should I hang on to them? Oh.
Up to you. He's supposed to be hollow down below, but he like never left, so whatever. Who on him, says I.
So should I not use those big souls yet?
Up to you, if you want to. Are you talking about the Lord Vessel souls or the like Soul of Sith?
Like Sith and the moon, the big souls.
You can use them if you want to. I ended up using all of them just for money on my character because I've already got the achievement for getting all the boss weapons and stuff. So I was just like, it doesn't really matter anymore.
I am not too worried about. I mean, are we going to be going by the verse and get the boss weapons?
I mean, we can warp over there if you want to, but I can just jump on my other character at some point. If you like desperately want that achievement, I can jump on my other character at some point in the future and just drop everything for you.
I want to worry about. Which way did you go then?
I'm on the elevator to New Londo. Yeah, Radagon's wolf is a but it's actually really funny because he talking about Reforged, um Elden Ring Reforged their I think they fixed it now, but at one point the marionette archers were just so objectively broken that Megami and you could summon two of them at a time. Megami and I would go into every boss fight and we would both summon the marionette archers at once. So we'd have four marionette archers that do long range arrow attacks and can cause bleed. And when we went up against Radagon's wolf in Raya Lucaria in the academy, we summoned our archers, and the that boss in Reforged, the dev programmed it to be able to like dodge arrows. And we had so many of them going at once, the marionettes, that the boss essentially broke and just got stuck in a never-ending dodge loop. Like
Oh,
he
jeez.
was just in a corner of the room dodging backwards forever while we hit him.
I think I might have went the wrong way. Yeah, I'm coming back.
Yeah, I'm like down below flooded city.
Yeah, I went the wrong direction. Don't mind me.
Uh, but it was quite funny. Yawn. It was quite funny to just watch him just like freak out and start jumping up and down in place for like 5 solid minutes while we wailed on him. Oh yes. Oh yes, Odre. And you know my co-op partner obviously felt super bad for the wolf, right? And felt like we should start over with more of a sense of fair play in mind.
Oh, of course. That dog did nothing wrong.
He definitely didn't just laugh and say, "I'll stop doing it when you stop letting me," and then continue to stab the dog in the face while it was trying to jump away from us.
My God, that's savagery.
That's Dark Souls.
That's Dark Souls in a nutshell for you.
That's my my bestest Dark Souls buddy. We literally met because I think I told you. I don't know if I told you this before, but like we were playing in. I was playing on Dark Souls and had a rando join me, and was in the undead burg, undead settlement, whatever, like right near the bonfire, and had a guy invade me. And as soon as he invaded me, he did like the honorable, like the deep bow emote. And when he did it, I sprinted forward and drop kicked him off the bridge he was standing on and killed him.
Perfect.
And the person that I was playing with, we had jumped into a like a chat on Xbox 360. It was like, did you just kill that guy while he was bowing to you? And I was like, yeah, F that guy. He invaded my world. I didn't want this. He's got to play by my rules. Like, forget him. He just like went on a whole little mini rant about what a POS this invader was for just like showing up in my world and immediately getting drop kicked off a ledge. And this person was like, I think that I know somebody you need to meet. Yeah. And then introduced me to Megami. Like, oh, you'll love him. He's a piece of crap, just like you. Like, oh, okay, cool. Thank you for that.
Oh, okay.
Good talking at you, I guess. Like, what? Cool. Oh no! Oh, where's my helper? Oh,
I was going to the treasure chest. Ow, that hurt.
there you go. That's what we like to see. Gold item. Oh, transient curse. Boo.
You know, I got tons of those.
Audrey says they've never heard that story before. Yeah, no, it was a completely different person that randomly it was we talk about Albert or Tapatio. Yeah, Albert just through sheer stupid dumb luck, I summoned Albert to help me in Dark Souls like probably a week after I bought the game. And and when that happened, he was like, "I have a friend that I think you should meet. You guys will get along really well." And when we met, it was like that Dragon Ball Z thing of the two little kids doing like the fusion thing. And we just both became completely uncontrollable menaces that feed off of each other's energy. And Albert doesn't talk to either one of us now. Like he got sick of both of us, but me and Megami are tight like white and rice now. 12 years later, dude's been to my house twice, flown from California to Virginia to stay at my house. So when are you gonna come to the beach with us, Otre? Another trip in August, over the week before Labor Day. Got your ring on?
Right?
Covenant of Artorias. We got a whole house rented, and the only person that said yes so far is Megami. So we got bedrooms to spare. You and Kane want to share? There's a room with bunk beds in it. You guys could share a bunk bed bedroom.
The dog nest. Y'all in the abyss.
Pretty much. Oh, oh, I messed up. There we go. I had to equip the crest shield. Oh well, there I go.
No, friend.
Man, I sure do love enemies with infinite range on their ranged attacks. Oh, oh my gosh. Well, I'm just gonna accept that I'm dying on this fight because this guy is only half health. There's like 3 of them live now, and I just got grabbed again. This was
Oh no.
a poorly planned
I don't
excursion.
want to make out with you. Let me go. I do not consent to this. Oh,
Well,
and he got me.
well, that's one
You
down.
got this, buddy.
Thank you. Oh no, you butthole! The grapple. Just the long, slow grapple that does no damage, but just, you know, sets you up for another one to spawn. No. Oh, well, there's the 5th one. I've never seen so many kings on the field. The problem here is that the enemies are all set up to have exactly 1 frame faster attacks than you do. And I feel like they're getting healed. No, okay. Let's say I feel like they're healing. I have reached the edge of the abyss. I'm not moving anymore. Oh, well, one's behind me. Whatever. That was stupid. Yeah, I got kind of done dirty in the first little bit, and then I was just stuck. Yeah, so many more activity options. That was I can't even be upset. That was just a shitty fight. Wait. Go away. So much room for activities. And the bunk bed room is right outside of the room with the pool table. It's on the bottom floor near the pool table and an actual swimming pool. So, two great things right there. All right, damn it. Let's do this.
Yeah. This sucks because it's such a far hike. It's just like, all right, let's take that back to the boss.
We got this. We're gonna do it.
This time for sure.
Get wrecked. Just I love this like blatant observation that there's a secret door there.
But you never know. Some people are pretty oblivious.
Woo. No. Good luck, friend.
How about that shield, sir?
Good luck. 0.5% drop chance.
Just so happen looking. It's not my middle name.
Hang on. First. Alright, so this is going to make the enemies have more HP, but will theoretically split their attention pretty nicely. Oh, God! Oh, that was horrible.
Somebody else bring in?
Yeah, I reckon.
Oh, Beatrice.
Yeah, she's not super high damage against these guys, but ooh.
If it draws attention, she's
Yeah.
doing her job.
It's like it's gonna increase the enemy's HP by 50%, but it's also gonna split their attention, so you know, whatever. Honestly, I probably could have killed them last time. But I was just like the air kind of just went out of my sails when I saw that there were 4 of them up. I was just like, I guess I lose. Like, okay. Like 80% of the time I go in this fight, I'm usually using power within to increase my attack damage. All right.
Are they always invisible?
Invisible?
I can't see them.
Oh, yeah, no, they're not.
There he is. Well, I see the other one.
Um, can't cast magic. So that's cool.
Okay. I think it was sort of unfair. I couldn't see the one you were fighting, and I can see that one, and I got pinned between the two.
Hmm. Whew. Well, if it makes you feel any better, I'm gonna die too, because there's one over here that is popping me. Yeah, you're just not allowed to get spells off when they're like focused on you. Like every single one of his attacks is just 2 frames faster than a spell. I love that grapple that has no attack range limit. This is just an unfun fight. This is just a poorly designed battle. It's like hard fights are okay if they're fun, but these guys are just a pain in the ass to fight, really and truly. Like they're just annoying. Like I don't really understand what dev individual or team was like, you know, it'd be really cool if we just had like 5 unstaggerable bosses that all have an attack range that's quadruple the range of any melee weapon in the entire game, and just have to
Oh
fight them
yeah,
all at once. Like,
gotta keep it easy.
that would be fun. I said, like, I can kill these guys on my own, but they're just such a colossal pain in the butt crack that, like, I can't tell you how many times I've like played this game for fun up to this point and then just said like, all right, cool, I guess I'll start over. Because again, it's just one of those things that's just it's not enjoyable.
Oh, I get that 100%. Like I said, I didn't understand because I only really seen the first guy when he appeared. That
And
was
then you
confusing
gotta
the hell out of me.
go through 4
Oh, you want to get the
dark
humanity
wraiths.
back first?
I don't care. Beatrice wasn't super helpful. I was watching her damage output. I saw her actually hit him like 3 times that whole fight.
Gotcha.
So she was freaking worthless.
Okay. Criminal.
I think I'm just gonna run past everything this time.
Okay.
But I find that I've grown bored with New Londo. When we started, I was like, oh, this is one of my favorite areas because of the lore around it and everything. But like, yeah, the lore is cool. The set piece is cool. The boss fight sucks. The like none of the final 4 boss fights are particularly fun in Dark Souls 1. Like, they're all kind of uninspired, just slogs. But this one specifically tends to trigger me a little bit because it's just so stupid. It's like, you might as well have me fight five of the hollows from Undead Asylum and just give them all 10,000 hit points for all the fun that you get out of it. Like, okay, cool. Bunch of dudes. Love it. I love that.
Well, they said hit me. Cool.
Yeah, the ghost comes through the wall. If you don't kill that one, it actually tends to mess up Beatrice if you summon her because she gets hyper focused on trying to fight it. So you'll like drop down into the abyss to fight the 4 kings, and she's up here trying to snipe that ghost with her spells. All right, where's this butthole at? Oh, on me! But sprinting towards you for some reason. Oh, never mind.
Dude, seriously. I was tapping to use the flask. I am having an awful time with these guys. It's like I want to be a help, but I am just getting bad luck on my button pushing. Like the worst.
Man, I sure do love that. Perfectly timed attack. Thank you. Alright. So that was actually worse than the previous 2 attempts.
Alright, we got it this time. I already got the 4 Kings Empire on my screen.
I'll start hitting walls, see if you can whittle them down.
I would love to. All right, here we go. This time for sure. First time doing it.
Ooh, no, you bastard. God dang it. Well, I didn't die. I just fell down here with every single enemy in the entire dungeon. So,
Oh.
3 dark wraiths down here with me. Going well. Be along in a moment.
You're good. I'm feeling.
Are you already in the through the fog door?
Yeah.
Okay. Disagree. You here? That's one down. I wish my sword had a 270-degree hit radius. That would be cool. Thank you. Thank you for the attempted grapple from 40 feet away. Appreciate it.
Oh, son of a biscuit.
Oh.
And these guys don't play around.
What's your weapon level at?
Oh, I know it's sniffing. Give me 1 second. I was gonna pop the humanity just because my health is getting low. My weapon level, I'm only a +4.
Well, Astora's only goes up to +5, so. Womp. Huge.
And I under level too because I'm only 57.
I'm 82, but most of that's in health. Isn't really helping much. I think it's just the fact that they get more HP if you have people helping you.
Yeah,
It's just a
right on that.
weird bit of math that goes into it because they do more damage and they have more hit points. It's like, well, is the DPS for every individual character enough to overcome the bonus health that they have and whatnot? But I think I got about one more try in this. If I haven't killed him by the 3-hour mark, I might just throw myself off the roof of my house and be done with it.
I mean, come on now, I'm going to be dramatic, but
Only like a
I
15
was
foot.
attempting it later.
It's only like a 15-foot fall. I'll be fine.
All right, you might just bruise a sprain.
Yeah, I'll just get hurt and don't have to go to work tomorrow. Disagree. Here we go. These guys have fairly weird resistances too. Like they're resistant to divine, but they're weak to slashing. But most of the divine weapons in the game do slashing damage, so it like I don't know. It's hard to find a thing that is just good against these guys. But like I said, generally my main route to success against these guys is to just put on a ludicrously overpowered weapon and then cast Power Within and just R1 spam and hope that it works out. Like they're just a shitty boss. They're crap. They're crappy to fight, and they also are just crappy in terms of boss design because it's just a giant enemy that messes with your sense of perception and um, does way too much damage. And also just like does crap like that, where the fight is a big chunk of the fight is just like being able to kill them quickly, and like one of their go-to moves is to just grab you for 10 seconds and just hold you. Second one's up. First one's down. Oh, I'm grappled again, so I'm out of the fight for the next 10 seconds. While they gain iframes, and there's nothing you can do about it. Also, that explosion has a range of 1,000 feet, FYI. God.
What, he got us both?
Apparently, I mean, you know. I guess I'll just die again. Like, 2 hit by the multiple bosses on the field. Oh.
What? Dude.
Yeah, the grapple from 50 feet away is just my favorite thing in the world. Really and truly. Yep, get stabbed. There we go. Yep, missed that point blank because reasons. Oh my god. Yep. Okay. I don't think that I can actually move anymore. I think that I think the arena literally gets like smaller over time or something, because it didn't feel like I was actually moving away from them anymore. Well, I think I'm done with this bullshit. Yeah, cool. Cool story, bro.
How annoying that guy is.
Say what?
I forgot how annoying those guys
Yeah,
are.
that's just stupid. Like, it's just a stupid boss fight that's slow and boring and unfun. Like, hey guys, want to fight Darth Vader 4 times at once in Jedi Survivor? Because you can, right here, as a required boss fight. Like, that's just, pardon my French, that's fucking stupid. It's a,
Oh, I hear you, dude. It's something else. I was really hoping I'd give me the edge, but the guy was definitely giving me no room to play.
every single individual one of them had at least 4,000 hit points. So you've got from the moment each one spawns, you have 45 seconds until the next one spawns, which means that you have to average like 100 damage per second without fail just to break even. And Yeah, that's just stupid.
All right, everybody, we're back. We're gonna do a off stream attempt at the Four Kings because I got a little fighting these guys. Such didn't want to leave it at that, so I'm gonna do a little revisionist. See what we can. A lot of time, but I am gonna give alone. So running into some class fighting these guys. Neither Hagar or I had really effective, and the amount of HP they have insane. I think like 500 HP base versus like 4100 boss of the game. So that's problematic. Obvious. And then when you add on the bonus HP that they get from having multiple people in the match, it gets a little crazy. I don't know how well any of that was set up. I'm sure it was just going to my alternate. But let me just get. You can tell that I approach. Oh no, it is okay. I was gonna say you can tell that I approach my recorded streams all the same level of care that I approach the live ones. Guess I'll just have to pick up my tone a little bit. My mic's. I think I have to restart everything. So anyway, so they have a crazy amount of HP, and when you summon in helpers, they get more HP. So kind of programmed in such a way that you almost have to go up against them by yourself, but then you also have to like hope that you're strong enough to put out the DPS necessary to kill them before you get overwhelmed. Um, it's not a fun boss. That last night when I was ranting and like I would rather fight any other boss in any Souls game that I've ever played than play those guys because they I feel like in the absence of a cool thing to them, the devs chose um um I didn't talk about this last night, but I've looked before just like I like to read stuff. I'm a big fan of the Souls game world in general. And my understanding, there was actually a scrapped boss um, that was going to be King Rendell, who I think or some other king um, that was going to be an enemy that you fought possibly up on the roof of the church in New Londo, where we met the wizard guy, got the key. There was apparently like a boss that was essentially like a Gwen-sized version of one of these guys wearing like armor with the big sword, and you could actually even use the sword. It was like a boss weapon that you could get. And then they kind of cut that, and like so many other things in the tail end of this game, when they were forced to cut stuff, they sort of the enemies sort of suffered as a result. Like the other boss fights just weren't as good as a result. Yeah, even without them having like the bonus HP, um, kind of a slow and janky fight that's not fun. Um, I if I was gonna redo this fight with minimal changes, I would probably have had it set up so that you fight one, and then you fight one, and then the second phase fight two, if that makes sense. So that way, you actually fight four of them and not an unlimited number depending on how long it takes. And also that way, you have that kind of ramp up of difficulty where you get one and then you fight and you know going in like, oh, I'm fighting the four kings. So you fight one, it vanishes, the second one appears. And then you fight the second one, it vanishes, and you're like, all right, guys, two more to go. And then they both show up at once, and it's just like, oh no. You get that kind of scripted moment of panic. And it's, yeah. What this is just unfun. Even, even when you are kind of handling the challenge of it decently well, it's just not enjoyable. It's very procedural or formulaic, which you know can be used in a good way. A lot of times I use the term formulaic to connote something being bad, and I don't know, like it is what it is. But yeah, there you go. Like the power of computer editing being what it is, people are gonna say, "Oh, he probably spent an insane amount of time trying that," but like, no lie, first try, guys. Actually and truly, the reason that fight was so difficult on stream last night was because we had two people, and having two people increases their damage. It increases their HP by like 50. So you could see like in that I was just sort of like very calmly killing each of them as they popped up. After the first one, we did have the second one pop up um, before the first one was dead, but we killed the first one before the second one really got into the fight. And from then on, everything was fine. It was super manageable. Um, didn't use their grapple attack at all. Only used the explosion attack like once. That's the other thing that makes them difficult is their attacks are really heavily based on their range. So when you have two people fighting them, if both people are not working in like perfect unison and maintaining the same kind of range and spacing, then they fall back on those bigger attacks. So like if I'm fighting one off here to the left and Hagar's fighting one off here to the right, and then for whatever reason the one on the left decides it wants to attack Hagar, then it's going to do some magic attack that has a big reach, and then I have to contend with that. Or if like one of us backs it, like if one of the kings is focused on me and I take a hit, so I try to back up to heal, and Hagar is still standing in front of it fighting, then because it's like going after me, when I hit that like mid range, it's gonna try to do its explosion attack, which is gonna obviously it's gonna clip me like 50% of the time, but it's also gonna blast Hagar back. And then it's gonna focus onto him. I move forward to hit it, and then he goes to heal, it does its blast again because now it's focused on the other player that's so it's you have to have a very high level of intentionality when you're fighting them. Or you just have to have like insane DPS. Like if we had both come in with like fully maxed out pyromancy flames and chaos fireball, then it wouldn't have mattered what we did. Um, but anyway, that's the four kings. Normal. So yeah. Um, I I'm gonna I've never really done like video splicing before, but I'm gonna try to splice these together. So you may either be watching this in the future with as a little short standalone video, like a episode 9.1 type thing, or you may just watching the end of an abruptly cut in second portion to cover up me losing my crap at the end of the last night's stream. But either way, we're back on track. Defeated the four king, and yeah, we're gonna keep on keeping on with this. No promises as far as the DLC, but I am gonna like do at least some of it. I don't know, like because again, like I don't really want to fight Calamite. Um, Artorias would be a fun fight to do. Um, I think Artorias is fun to fight. Um, the Chimera is horrible. I hate the Chimera boss. Is not nearly as much as I hate these guys. The Chimera is just annoying because he's kind of you're getting into that Elden Ring level where the boss is big and fast. And you in most games like this, you either have big slow bosses or small fast bosses, and he's a big fast boss, which is the worst of both worlds. Um so yeah, it'd be fun to do the Chimera. It'd be fun to at least see the start of the DLC. Um the Abyss areas are cool. The only reason I'm kind of on the fence about it, so to speak, is because um, there's not a lot left in the game. So, well, I mean, I guess I could just like the whole thing now, right? Call it, and then the DLC could be its own thing. If I beat it, then obviously we'd have to go into New Game Plus to do the DLC. We'll just beat it now. F it. Let's do it. I don't, if I was playing if I and you know what I'll do is I'll save the DLC for a future run when I'm actually doing an intelligence build because everything in there that I would want is for an intelligence character. It's all like sorceries and stuff. Um I really can't think of anything else that I would want in there. So it really would just be doing it for the meme, so to speak. Yeah, never mind. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep going. Never mind. As long as we're here. All right. So we killed the four kings. Oh, hang on. I need to. First of all, I need to that out. The hornet ring a little bit. This too. Actually, I got some ember. My shield's not even fully. We'll use those chunks we picked up from the dark wraiths. I don't know if we'll have enough for a full round of level ups, but we'll try. Oh, hey, buddy. Another one that I can give him. Okay. Um. Oh yeah, we don't have. At least get a couple level ups out of thing. There we go. Up to plus 12. Back to Firelight. I'll hold on to Sif's soul. Um, once I get my heater shield up to 15, theoretically I could like the Great Shield of Artorias. Making sure that I'm still recording. Because I was expecting to just do a little short video and be done with this. And if I didn't kill him on my first try, I was going to say, okay, GG, and go upstairs. But um, that went out the window. All right, so we're going to offer the souls to the Lord Vessel. I alluded to this before, but there's been talk that there was actually a planned boss fight in this little doorway that's coming up. Um, that Oscar could potentially be like the last major challenge on the way to the boss. That you'd get here and have to fight him. Um, to which people are like, "Oh, but how would he be waiting?" Like I've actually read the comments. People are like, "That would be stupid. How did Oscar get inside?" I'm like, well, wouldn't it be better if if Oscar was helping you with boss fights all along, and then you get to here and it plays a cinematic of him and the like coming down the stairs behind you, um, basically saying like you've opened the way for him, etc., etc. Like that would be cool. That could work, right? um, I don't know. I've said it before. I don't know that it'll happen, especially since there's so many other games in the series now. And they did remastered, obviously. But I would love to have seen like a Dark Souls rekindled where they actually like built the game they wanted to build, back in the day. Like added in all the extra, like all the content and the um. So part of me is like, man, we really missed out. But then part of me is like, it wouldn't be Dark Souls if it wasn't Dark Souls, right? Like there's so many things about it that are complaint worthy, the back half, but it does contribute overall to the sense of the world in a meaningful way. Um, having those empty spaces, having those those times where there's really not a lot going on or where things do seem unfair. It's like, well, if everything was easy and fair, then another chosen undead would have popped up a long time, right? Um, so all complaints aside, all complaints. And after all that, my dumb butt forgot to become human. I just realized. Friend, friendo. This is also an opportunity for me to find out if Hagar joining last night totally destroyed Solaire's progression. So, and I can get one more point on Peter Shield. Show me lucky 13. And I'm gonna have to. This is just me talking because if it happens, it's not gonna get popped up. I'm gonna have to like edit my edit because I did just like Four Kings and then spend a good 5 minutes talking about um plans for the next stream and then said, "Nah, let's just beat the game." So I don't know. This is gonna be a weird last episode. Not the weirdest thing I've ever done on a stream, but it's up there. I'm actually a little surprised that the Hornet Ring's not doing more damage to you guys, if I'm being honest. Kind of expected more. I don't usually use the Hornet Ring because usually I'm like wearing the Havel set or whatever, or the Havel ring, so I can wear heavier armor. But this time I've sort of just been kind of like lackadaisical about my gear, right? Like other than the helmet, we are essentially just using the starter gear for our character. Like we started with this longsword. This is the longsword we started with. It's a divine longsword now, but yeah, we're like I said, other than the standard helm, which is just kind of ugly, um, we're still just for the guy that we started as, just slightly upgraded gear. But really, the only reason I wasn't wearing the standard helm is because I got that ridiculous boar fang helmet and wore that for like the first 2/3 of the game, and eventually like got tired of it. I was like, oh look, the giant helmet is just objectively better in every single way, and also weighs less and uses the same materials. Black Knight shield. I think that might be the first shield. I've been getting the weapons pretty reliably. On this whole playthrough, I've been getting most weapon drops. I think I got both halberds like playing through this. I got the Black Knight halberd in Darkroot Garden and the one in Tomb of the Giants, and it felt so mean just based on the fact that I wasn't doing a strength build to get them. Like you can go online and find any number of videos on YouTube about Dark Souls that are essentially talking about like the most broken weapons in the game, or these weapons broke the game, like stuff like that. And yeah. All right, so there's Solaire's spot, but he tends to be a little over enthusiastic on these last two guys. So I think what I want to do is kill them and then I'll come back. Hoping I could wish behind that. Here we go. Yeah. None of that. Get out of here. All right. Go 3 for 3 on halberds. I'll tell you what, if we go 3 for 3 on halberds, I'll do a new game run of this where I use the same character, but I'll flip to okay. Okay, I don't have to finish that thought. Just say I'll flip to a full Black Knight armor set build with Black Knight shield, Black Knight halberd, and then play the whole game up through. All right, Solaire. And you, brother. Always meant. Oh, speaking of, that's the Black Knights. I like that item just floating down. Hopefully Solaire is capable of walking across this without dying. As I was talking about that, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot to pick up the Black Knight armor. I use the excuse of long days of work, but as you can, my brain's not together on 7 o'clock in the morning when I'm recording this. Well, it's 7. It's before 7. But before starting work today. Now we're switched. Come on, Solaire. Yo, daddy waiting. I'm a firm believer that Solaire is the unnamed god of war from this series. That he's Gwen's eldest child. Oh wow. He don't give a crap. There we go. That does a little. I'm gonna hold on to those for the oh shit moment at the end of the fight. I think. Oh, let's spin around. Never mind. I'm not gonna save them for the okra. Waste them immediately. No, you get the heck away from me with that crap. I think Solaire killed him for me. Thank you, Solaire. Solaire finished the job. I remember just being terrified of that boss. Farewell, my friend. Right, there it is. Here we go. And that's Dark Souls remastered. Oh, good times. Yeah, I don't think I even have it in me to really rank this game. I mean, I've talked enough about this game throughout the playthrough over the years. I've run my mouth enough about this game to how I feel. I think there's a lot to like here, obviously, right? Demon Souls came first. I've never actually played Demons. I should go back and play Souls. Um, but Dark Souls was my first foray. First, I never played like King's Field or any stuff either. Um, which I don't think is necessarily a bad thing because I'm here for the lore. I'm not here for the punishment. I'm here for the lore. Um, I'm a huge lore hound. I love lore, and this game has it in spades. And my understanding, Miyazaki's original involvement with From Software was with Armored Core: The Last Raven. I think is when he joined. I know he worked on Armored Core 4, and then Armored Core 4 Answer, I think was the other one. So he did 3 Armored Core games. One of them he was a designer, and then he was a developer. Um, and then he kind of got put on the Demon Soul project and was essentially able to do whatever he wanted to do because up till that point the project was like a massive failure and everybody knew it was going to do terribly, so they didn't really care what he did. And within that lack of caring, the creative freedom he found, he turned the project around. Been on these ever since. So all that is to say, like, not having played Kingsfield, like, yeah, there's some, the Moonlight Greatsword is in there, but like, I don't think that and I could be wrong. I might have to go back and try it just to find out, but I don't think you miss out on a lot of the lore, the greater lore of the Dark Souls universe by not having played Kingsfield, other than a few references. Like, I think Night King Rendell. I think Rendell might have been a character from Kingsfield originally. Um, but good stuff. I mean, it's got its flaws, but I said I wasn't going to rank it, and then I proceeded to go into my ranking for it. I wish I could rank the first and second halves of the game separately. Like, I would say the first, I would say the start of the game up to Anne Orlando is like a 4.5. And then from Anne Orlando to the end, like a 3 or 3.5. The DLC is really good. DLC is like a solid 4.5. So I think overall probably a 4. 4.25, right? Um, I would say that if I'm trying to choose between 4 stars and 4.5 stars, I'm probably going to give it 4.5 stars just for the nostalgia of it, because um, as I've alluded to many times before, just this game is literally why I know Megami, who I consider to be like one of my best friends, and also one of my oldest friends. Like, we've known each other for almost 15 years. So, if for no other reason than that, I'm gonna round up to 4.5 stars for that. Anyway, it wasn't even long credits. Look at that. They came, they saw, they conquered. Oh no. And we're back. And we're back. We'll run up here to the first bonfire. I don't know if it I don't know if I could like reload and then go back and do the other ending on the same file, or if I think it saved when I did the end. But hop over here. All right. Well, that was a good way to burn half an hour. Good times, good times. We are head out. We are back on schedule. Have Souls of Darkness, and linked the fire so that everything could just start over again from the. But yeah, thank you everybody as always for watching. I'll be back with something new and exciting, hopefully Friday. And until next time, stay healthy, stay safe out there, y'all.